Welcome to the Bandano Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. If there's one thing we know about a majority of the players in this league, they're going to find something to complain about, something that just isn't good enough for them. It's all rooted in jealousy at the end of the day. First, it started with jealousy of the NBA. Oh, I'm jealous of the men. I want what the NBA players have. I want the cut that the NBA players have. I'm jealous of them. I'm envious of them. Then Caitlin Clark comes. Oh, I'm jealous of all of her fans. I'm jealous of all of her exposure. I'm jealous that her fans travel and watch her play. I'm jealous that her fans take over our arenas and our home games feel like away games. I am jealous of all the deals that she's getting, all the NIL deals that she's getting, the Nike deal that she got, the State Farm deal that she got, the Gatorade deal that she got, the Stanley deal that she got. Just jealousy, jealousy, jealousy. And yeah, it even extends further than Caitlin Clark. When A'ja Wilson came to Atlanta, they're chanting A'ja Wilson's name, MVP, MVP. Oh, now they're jealous of A'ja. Now they're jealous of the fans that A'ja brought to the... It doesn't matter who, it doesn't matter when, it doesn't matter how. Jealousy roots deeply in this league, and now it's Shakira Austin's time to be jealous. If they're not going to cheer for us, then I don't want to play here. Mystics forward Shakira Austin said of playing in Baltimore. Shakira Austin, she's a pretty good player. I'll keep it a buck, call a spade a spade. She's a pretty good player. She made some news last year because she didn't understand the difference between online trolls, online fans, internet trolls, internet fans. But that's a story for another day. Let's listen to Shakira Austin speaking on playing in Baltimore, especially her most recent appearance.
Despite the score.
Shakira, how did you like, having to get, you all played in Baltimore multiple times this year. How was the crowd and how was the interaction with the fans?
It was better than last time. They were cheering a little too much for Indiana last time, so wasn't a fan of that. But this year, this game they did a little bit better, showing us a little bit of love. So I would love to keep playing here and having the atmosphere if they're going to root for us.
Sonia, what can you take from your...
I would love to keep playing here if they keep rooting for us. Oh, you guys are a good crowd, but only if you guys are rooting for us. Now, Shakira, she's from the DMV area, so she has some emotional stake in this argument. This is just a thought. So usually they play in Washington. Well, they play outside of Washington, but when it's the Capital One Arena, they play in Washington. All that's getting renovated. Now they're playing at Baltimore. Now they're playing in Baltimore. Baltimore, in case you guys aren't aware, it's about a 45-minute drive, I would say, outside of D.C., maybe a little bit longer. I've made the drive a few times, staying in D.C., going to catch an Orioles game, staying in D.C., going to catch an Orioles game, going down to Camden Yards, all that fun stuff. Going down to the Shore District over there, whatever the heck it's called. It's quite the ways away. And it's not the same fan base. So I have the Redskins and you have the Ravens. It's two separate fan bases, two separate groups of people, separate types of people. To think that whatever fan base you have, the small, minuscule fan base that the Washington Mystics have acquired over the years that are rooted in Washington, to think that those people will get up and drive 45 minutes to an hour to come watch you guys play all the way down in Baltimore. Well, why would you think that? We're in a completely different city now. We're in a completely different arena. Fans do enough Jedi mind tricks to convince themselves to get to some of these games. Now you expect them to trick themselves into putting more gas in their car to take a drive down there, maybe have to deal with traffic going over the bridge, have to deal with traffic on the way back. It's just a hassle. Secondly, you're not in your city, so of course there's going to be fans that say, yo, wow, this is my chance to root for Caitlin Clark. This is my chance to see the Indiana Fever. This is my chance to see the team that Caitlin Clark plays for. So let me show up with all of my 22 jerseys, my Clark jerseys, my Fever jerseys, my Lexi Hull jerseys, my Sophie Cunningham jerseys. Let me show some support. Let me show some love to a team that I am now a fan of thanks to CC22, thanks to that player who resided in Iowa. Oh, it was too loud last time. Oh, it was too loud. Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Again, it's either too many fans or too little fans. Too much coverage, not enough coverage. Too much money, not enough money. Too much publicity, not enough publicity. It's just never enough. Just going to find something to complain about in this league. It is what it is. Injured Caitlin Clark draws a Baltimore crowd, but Mystics want the cheers. Among a crowd of WNBA fans waiting for CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore to open its doors before a Sunday afternoon matinee between the Indiana Fever and Washington Mystics, Jeremy and Torrey Smith stood out simply because they were among a few people wearing Mystics t-shirts and not gear associated with the Fever or star player Caitlin Clark. Stuck out like a sore thumb because there were so many Indiana Fever representatives, supporters, fans in the house. Every game is a home game. Maybe not Golden State, maybe not New York, but every other game? Oh yeah, we're taking over. Shout out to DJ Khaled. Yeah, that's right. I'm looking up some ego trimmers. What are you going to do about it? Supporting the favorite team was a priority for the Smiths, making the 2-hour drive from their home in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania to Baltimore. You're telling me you drove 2 hours from Pennsylvania to Baltimore to watch the Mystics? I'm calling nonsense on that. Lies on that. There's no way. Traffic was very good coming here. This is nice. I like it so far. Sunday's game marked the second time this season Washington played in Baltimore rather than its usual home venue of Care First Arena in Washington. The Mystics welcomed the Fever to CFG Bank Arena on May 22nd and triumphed 83-77. That's right, they usually play in the lunchbox called Care First Arena. These big Caitlin Clark games, they would have to move to Capital One's arena. That's getting renovated, so now they're in CFG Arena. The Mystics welcomed the Fever to CFG Arena on May 28th and triumphed 83-77 before an announced sellout of 11,183. Clark was sidelined for that game with an injury, but still stole the show. Another sold-out crowd of 11,183 showed up Sunday and watched as Washington fell 94-65 in another game without Clark, who said she would miss the rest of the season with a groin injury. Forward Natasha Howard is one of 5 favorite players in double figures, blah, 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 blah. Sunday's attendance might just be as remarkable as the game in May, considering Clark's absence from both. The former Iowa star exploded onto the scene as WNBA's marketable player and the 2024 Rookie of the Year. 6-foot shooting guard has not played since July 15th, appearing in only 15 games because of ailments to her left quad. Clark's absence did not deter Jeremy and Torrey Smith, the latter of whom wore a Mystics guard Lucy Olsen t-shirt from going Sunday. In fact, they said they purchased their tickets Friday night. I would love to know how much those tickets cost. I guarantee you, they spent more money filling up the gas tank than they paid for the tickets. I can assure you that. They spent more money filling up the gas tank than they did buying tickets. 11,183 at CFG Arena, and they're reporting that as a sellout. Well, that's interesting because CFG Arena holds about 13,300 people for sporting events. So, again, the WNBA's definition of a sellout and regular people's definition of a sellout continue to butt heads with each other. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. The venue is open, the last venue of the season. Maybe we do playoffs. Playoffs! Maybe we do playoffs. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Appreciate all the support. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.